Paul Christen is KCS West. He's from KCS West Construction down in Los Angeles. Paul has over 28 years of construction experience, including a variety of roles in project management, business development, pre-construction. He's currently director of pre-construction at KCS West in Los Angeles. He leads overall pre-construction efforts and sets the stage for commencement, execution of successful projects. KCS West has an extremely impressive portfolio of construction projects ranging from commercial high-rises, high-tech manufacturing facilities, special use, entertainment, sports, hospitality, residential, and educational facilities. And it's really great to have you, Paul, and we're really excited to see your presentation. Take it away.
All right. Thank you very much for hosting me here on this. This is quite an honor. I appreciate it. So I have a short presentation. It shouldn't take more than an hour or so.
I got my popcorn ready. Let's go.
So I hope you can see this slide and my cursor moving around. All right. cmBuilder, thank you. KCS West, who are we? Well, KCS West is part of Kojima Corporation, which is an international construction and development company. We have offices in most continents. And we've been in LA for, over 50 years. KCS West is part of Kojima USA, which is a subsidiary of Kojima. And within America, there are a number of general contractors that make up Kojima USA. So we're out here in California. And what are we all about? What do we do? Well, we do residential, we do hospitality, we do entertainment, post-production facilities. We also do industrial facilities. Here's some of the things we've done in the past as a company. There's some big time projects there, and those are the past. We just recently finished a bunch of hotels, and right now we're doing a lot of multifamily. This guy is me, and my past. I've been with some very large general contractors before I was lured over here, and worked on a lot of big time projects for them. So, and this is just an example of kind of our structure. So we're going to talk about the implementation of this solution and why we frankly were even looking for a solution. So having worked in some larger general contractors with even greater resources, we found that, well, I found when I came here that they were using a lot of legacy solutions here for business development, for showing site logistics plans. Our legacy way of doing it here has been very basic 2D, Adobe, Bluebeam, so on and so forth. 3D renderings were used seldom, and that investment was not made unless the project was of a certain range. A lot of companies that we compete against have their own virtual design and construction departments. So that's pretty tough when you're trying to sell your company against another company and they have these resources that are just constantly churning on various projects. So we needed to find a solution for this, and it was always, oh, we're not going to invest in a department, and it costs, thousands and thousands of dollars on a project to do this. Well, one of my South African friends, I think that's where he's from, Kevin from cmBuilders, contacted me back in May, and I said, great. And we went through it and took a look at it. So this is the way we do things now, and we're in the transition phase to cmBuilder. And it's nice, but it's not all that impressive, right? And frankly, some of these have been a lot worse than this. I'm going to show what we created in cmBuilder for the project. And just to give you a little background, this is an older Google shot. This is a brand new Le Méridien hotel that was built on this site. We're going to be building right in here a 96 key condominium project. And this is all completed now. The hotel's open, but I don't have a shot of that. So coming back to cmBuilder, I should have had this loaded up. I apologize. It'll take a second. The impetus of this again was we need to improve what we do, and I was very impressed with the renderings and what we can crank out in this. So here we have a Emma showed hers from what she's doing in that park area. Here we have an area directly next to the Santa Anita racetrack in Arcadia, California. And we have, okay, here we go. So I'm just going to jump to our presentation and run through that and show what we've done. And everybody's going to have to forgive me because I am not the greatest, despite using computers for 42 years back when they were not quite as big as they were originally, but things like Apple IIe's and such, I am not the greatest. But I built a lot of this with a lot of help from Pedro and Callum, kind of saying, oh, this, and you catch on pretty quick. So here we are showing kind of a progression of our fencing going in, showing our logistics, how you get into the site, how you get out. These happen to be one-way streets, so that kind of complicates issues. We actually have a basement here of 1 story, so we're showing a pile driving rig, and this isn't complete, okay, but this is where we're going on this project. And we use the excavator tool for this. We created some, ooh, look at that, spinning it around. We created some ramps. We show the excavation. We imported in a structural model, and here you have some footings, and this is still, a draft in progress. We're showing a crane, showing here where we don't have a tower crane on this job. We're going to be using mobiles. So we're using that to show that we're bringing in rebar into these various pits, keeping it going. Theoretically, there she goes. So now you see the model building, and that's so cool. So here we have showing our structural model, and along the way, and this thing is blocking my view, but we can set the model, individual model pieces to individual dates. And if I wanted, I could have said, and I will eventually show, there's going to be a man lift here or a hoist, a temporary hoist, a temporary elevator on the outside of the building. And we're going to leave out this area. And if that model bit was, a specific item, we could delete that and then show it all pop in a zipper at the end of the project. You can keep going. We've got some captures here that showed various things. Here's our skin, our roof going on, and there's our day before, actually it'd be maybe a couple of weeks before we're going to turn it over. All this is going to disappear. We'd be finishing the paving of this parking lot, and there's our models finishing out, and away we come in, and the fence disappears, and boom, building is done. So this is still a work in progress for us. We are haven't had any presentations since we only had this about a month since getting the software. So we're using it in various things. We're looking at scenarios on projects, what makes sense, what doesn't. The new excavation tool, I definitely could use it on another project where we're having a discussion with a sub as to what the exact volume should be of the excavation. So there's a lot of great stuff here, and a lot of great opportunity for us to build off of this.
That's great. That's fantastic, Paul. Thank you very much, and very, I think, powerful message about kind of that 2D to 3D, 4D transition, or that kind of journey, right? It's pretty cool and pretty neat to see that that KCS West and yourself and your team is kind of continuing to push innovation in the organization.